Hello everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to the My Player Career Mode, episode number 19, dropping for you today. I hope you're all doing well. If you missed the previous video, definitely go check it out before watching this one, as I'm about to spoil, of course, what has happened. So, you remember, there were lots of offers on the table. We rejected them all in favour of staying here at Norwich, at least until January. There was lots of you who agree with that decision. A lot of you couldn't understand that decision, especially when the team like Barcelona comes calling. A lot of people would accept that, but I said there was one team I was waiting for. That team didn't make an offer, and therefore I remained here at Norwich. Well, there's another offer to seriously consider today, so we'll show you that later on. But first, we need to check out the action from St James's Park as we took on Newcastle for our first post-com match of today. And I say action, there wasn't a lot coming from us, to be fair. We didn't really start in this game, and Newcastle will feel they probably should have got the 3 points from this one. We were under pressure for large parts of the game, and right here, Almiron gets in. What a save it is to deny him the opening goal 2 minutes from time. Quite brilliant, really, considering it's a goalkeeper who, up until this season, I'd never even heard of. Mayor it is in our goal. Pulled off that save there, and yeah, very, very good stop it was. So, in the end, we got a point from St James's Park, a 0-0 result to start the day off, but it could and probably should have been a defeat here. So, I'll take that point, but let's head off into our first live game of the day. Home game against Everton for us now then. They've won 5 out of 5 Premier League games and sit second in the Premier League table, only behind Liverpool actually. They've yet to concede a goal as well in those 5 games. So another test for us at Carrow Road this time. And we are going to try to be a bit more proactive than we were against Newcastle. We weren't very good at creating opportunities for our team in that last game, as I remember to make sure I switched the shirt number back to 10. But yeah, we didn't really find our rhythm in that first game against Newcastle. So let's see if we can change that in this one here against Everton. Our international teammate Jordan Pickford in goal for Everton. With a back four there, you saw it. It's going to pop up very quickly, but we'll get to see the full 11 in a moment. Richarlison, Sigurdsson and Iwobi with Lauren up front. That midfield three is where we will have to watch Everton. They're going to be so creative. Sigurdsson, Iwobi and Richarlison. But we're underway then. Here is Pukki, 1-2, gets us the ball back. Now Buendia. Buendia turning away, trying to find our feet again as we make our way into the Everton penalty area. Past the challenge, Pukki's there. Pickford with a save. And that is why Everton are yet to concede a goal. We know all about Jordan Pickford from our England games that we've played with him. He's such a solid goalkeeper. And with his feet, he's turned Pukki's effort onto the post. Norwich looking lively here inside the first 16 minutes. Dagba's cross in towards the box. Not quite cleared away. Iwobi gets the header there. And that's the first sign from Everton of any attacking intent. And it wasn't really anything to worry Norwich. We've been, I would say, the better team here in this opening first half. But it remains 0-0 at Carrow Road. Here is Herrera for Norwich. Finds Buendia. Buendia fake shots. Brilliant move. Gets the shot away as well. And Pickford is there again for Everton. Norwich have been the better side here at Carrow Road. Everton just not started this game yet. And they're running out of time to start the game. Just over half an hour, or just under half an hour I should say, to play here. As that ball's back into the box and Colley's effort is into the hands of Pickford. Iwobi finds Reguilon with the last few seconds of the game. Don't let Everton score now. They've done nothing in this match. Reguilon's delivery is cut out. And there you have it then, full time. Norwich 0, Everton 0. I don't really know how to feel about that because we were the better team here. We definitely looked the more lively going forward. And without Pickford today, Everton would have lost this game. Their 100% record isn't intact because they've drawn their first game of the season. But really, they should have lost that. Pickford has to take a lot of the plaudits there. Good goalkeeping display, but Everton were so bad going forward. Or maybe we were just really good defensively, I don't know. Back-to-back 0-0 draws then to start the first 2 games off with. We then had a Carabao Cup tie against Ipswich, which we simmed. Ended up drawing it, but I believe we got through on penalties. So yeah, we are into the next round, although I'm not too bothered about the cup. But then here is the offer, my friends, that I referred to earlier. Atletico Madrid have made a move to sign us. And you might remember from last video, they were the team I was talking about. Had they have come in, I would have had to have considered going. And they have now made that move. João Felix is playing at the club. He is a player that I really wanted to play alongside. I'm hoping that if we do go there, he might play up front and we'll play Justin behind him. Saul, a very good central midfielder, 88 rated. And Atletico as well have a bit of a challenge because they finished third in La Liga last season behind Real Madrid and Barca. And one thing I didn't want was to kind of walk into a team who I knew I could win things with straight away. I like the challenge. I like having to, I guess, be the underdog. So Atletico came calling. They said they'd give me until Aston Villa's game was over and done with before I had to make my decision. So we headed off into game anyway against Villa. Now, I will say it would go through in January anyway. So it's not like if we accept this deal now, that's it for us here at Norwich. We'd instantly go because no matter what happens, we will still be we'll still be here at least until January. Because if we accept that, it won't go through until that transfer window, and should we reject it, we'll still be here anyways. So, Villa game, and I don't know how we were 1-0 down in this. I remember they won the league last year in the Championship. We came second. We were battering them in this game, and they were 1-0 in front. They got a tap in from close range, which really we should have dealt with better. But we had chances galore, it felt like, in this match. And finally, we got an equalising goal in the second half when we pulled the ball back. And there was Todd Cantwell to stroke it home with half an hour to play. We'd hit the post at this point for a Wittek free kick. We'd forced the keeper into a couple of good saves. And we were just trying to find the breakthrough to get in front with 10 minutes left. And we put our chance over the crossbar. So I was very frustrated coming out of this game because we'd drawn 1-1 with Villa away, and as I show you the match facts, we battered them. We should have got the 3 points from this game. So it was decision time anyway. We moved past that because this is what it was all about. Atletico Madrid. And after looking back at the squad, after looking at how we played there against Villa, thinking about what the future holds for us, I did say that I wanted Atletico to come calling. Now that they have, I felt it was only right to accept the deal. So come January, we are an Atletico player. So there we go then. Our future is secured. We will be playing in Atletico Madrid colours come January. Before then, we still have to help this Norwich team as high up in the Premier League as we possibly can. Now, the one thing I'm thinking about is, I don't know if you've seen this before, when you leave a club halfway through, the game kind of glitches and then it doesn't play the rest of the season. I hope that doesn't happen, because if we help Norwich into like a top 6 race and then we can't see how it finishes, that's going to be so annoying. But until then, we'll try to do our best that we can for this Norwich team. So another home game. Leicester City are the visitors for this one. And we should have beaten Villa. We didn't, so we need to try and beat Leicester. Poor ball from Iheanacho as he gave it away straight to Todd Cantwell. And now the pass up towards Pukki. Backheels it back away too. Buendia's there with a great run. Quick 1-2. Sets Norwich away. Looking for the opportunity. Buendia with a dummy run. There's the pass off, and Buendia slots home to give Norwich the lead at Carrow Road. It's a counter-attacking move that has worked wonders here for Norwich. For a split second, I wasn't sure about the pass back towards Buendia, because as you can see, he's a little bit ahead of me and I was thinking maybe offside, but then I noticed, I think it's James Justin at the right back spot, played him onside. So, easy ball, Kasper Schmeichel can't make the save, and Buendia has opened the scoring for Norwich. 2.5 minutes until half-time, as they now look for an equalising goal. Adrian Silva's ball back towards the edge of the area, Carlos Soler's there, Iheanacho! Leicester 1, Norwich 1. It's his 8th of the season. If there was anybody going to score the goal today for Leicester, it certainly would have been Iheanacho. Carlos Soler's effort from the edge of the penalty area is blocked. There's about 3 or 4 Norwich players inside there trying to block the same ball, and that's what allowed Iheanacho to sort of just be on his own. But I tell you what, considering it's on the volley and the ball is... it's not an easy strike, that, and Iheanacho took it really well. So back on level terms. Here is Cantwell, finds the ball. Norwich looking for another chance. Pukki waits in the middle. Schmeichel palms it. Todd Cantwell's there. And it's blocked by Michael Keane. Hadji in the penalty area, and he's got too much time. Leicester 2, Norwich 1. Like, he just waltzed into the penalty area. Nobody closes him down. You can see from this angle. I was thinking maybe Iheanacho's the pass, but he just sees the near post. Too much, way too much time. And Leicester City in front then. Like, I don't know what we're thinking. What were we expecting that to happen? Like, we just watched him all the way and nobody even went over to close him down. Leitner off to Herrera. Herrera now to Buendia. Buendia towards Pukki. Pukki to myself. We've gone round the outside of Michael Keane. Chop past him. Chance now. Straight at Kasper Schmeichel. But Buendia makes no mistake with the finish. 2-2. Back in the game. I should have scored the first shot. There's no denying that. But thankfully, it bounces back and Buendia's there. 9 minutes left. Can we find potentially the winning goal of this game? Too easy. Michael Keane just watched us go by him. And then at that point, we have to score that. That's appalling from me. But yeah, Buendia's there, man. Second of the game for him. It's us two again combining. And Norwich have a lifeline. This is Maddison with seconds left in the game. Don't give away the goal now. James Maddison inside the area. No! No! He gets the shot away. Norwich 2, Leicester 3. Last kick of the game, man. That's so frustrating. It's nicely worked, but look here. Put your body on the line. Make yourself useful. Maddison scores. Norwich are going to lose the game that we had the lead in. It's just, I don't know. Like, at times today, it feels like we've been a better team in games and we haven't got our reward. And then for once where we've been a little bit off the pace here, we can't quite hold on to a point, which would have been a very good point for us. I felt against Villa, we should have won that game. Everton, we should have won that game. Here today, we shouldn't have won this game, but I don't feel like we deserve to lose it either. And that's exactly what's happened. 3-2 the final score. It's just frustrating, man. The final game of today sees us travel to Stamford Bridge to take on Chelsea. And you might notice as well, we've just hit 89 overall. That's incredible. We're one away from the 90 rated stage. Getting so close. That will probably happen once we join Atletico, most likely. Buendia for Norwich, trying to find the ball through. He's done it as well, right-footed! Into the hands of Kepa in the end. It's not my ideal position to be in. You guys know I don't like using the right foot all too often with that one-star weak foot. Let me say as well, it's a stacked Chelsea team. Kai Havertz in a midfield three with Tolisso and Kovacic. Icardi leads the line for them. So they've got a really good squad, Chelsea. And you're expecting them to have the better of the time of things here. Although, the way we started to this game suggests that we are right up for the challenge. Buendia's going to find us with a quick 1-2, which we can't manage to make anything of. Herrera off towards Buendia. Back to the feet of Herrera. Herrera will now find us. We let the ball run. Pukki's there. 1-2 with Timu Pukki. Boateng, the only man to beat here from Chelsea. And we've done just that. And put Norwich in front. Firing it home into the right bottom corner. Past Kepa. No chance for the Chelsea number one. This is what Atletico have paid for. Look at this. We had so much to do once Pukki returned the pass. But Boateng let me get on that favoured left side. And at that point, you just have to hope that your goalkeeper's able to make the save. But when we finish it like this, it doesn't matter which goalkeeper we're facing. It's going in every time. Chelsea free kick. 22 yards from goal. Willian steps up. And really, that is class from Willian. I had a feeling when it was that close to goal that he would get it on target. It just feels like free kicks, if you get them, like, pretty much right, they're going in no matter what. Doesn't matter who's in goal. Willian here picks his spot, finds it. No chance for our goalkeeper. So both keepers left pretty much helpless for both goals here. We even jumped, but it wasn't enough. Lampard's men back on level terms. I was about to say, we took the lead against Leicester. We couldn't hold it there, so let's not get ahead of ourselves with our goal going in so early. But, yeah, we couldn't even hold it for a matter of, what, 10 minutes? Before Chelsea have equalised. Tolisso finds the feet of Kovacic. Chelsea now beginning to grow into the game and control possession really well. Icardi works the space well, and now Havertz forces the save from there. Kai Havertz, left-footed shot down low. Norwich is number one, equal to it, but it's not good from Norwich defensively. Havertz didn't quite get it in the corner like he maybe would have hoped to have done. Goes short with the corner towards Willian. Now in towards the penalty area. Pulls it back towards Kovacic. Blocked by Retsos. Pressure mounting on Norwich here with 3 minutes still to play in this first half. Kovacic, great control from him as he looks to place one. Oh, it's magnificent from Matej Kovacic. Chelsea in front at Stamford Bridge, and it's a goal right out of the top drawer. Sensational stuff from the central midfielder as he runs over to Frank Lampard to give him a hug. What is this from Kovacic? That is brilliant. Fair play. Chelsea in front. What a goal. I can do nothing but just sit there and admire it. Crazy stuff from Kovacic. Herrera for Norwich. Just over half an hour to play here as we turn away and find Pukki. Pukki, good hold-up play. Feeds the ball. Now Tribal's in. Oh, Tribal. What is that? What is that? 18 minutes left here for Norwich to find an equalising goal, and the space has opened up here as we drive into Chelsea's penalty area. Shot comes in, straight at Kepa. The rebound's there though, and Norwich are back in this game. 2-2. Very fortunate with the ball bouncing back. Get in! And that's not going to go down well with the Norwich fans there. Kissing the badge, well, kissing the hand and then tapping the Norwich badge, especially when we are on our way to Atletico in the January transfer window. But Chelsea 2, Norwich 2, and we've deserved that, to be fair. We are giving as good as we're getting here at Stamford Bridge. And this is what I mean. There's definitely potential in this Norwich team. Whether or not it would have potential to get them into the Champions League or anything like that, I don't know. But I can't see Norwich going down this season. The way we've played so far in these opening 8 games says a lot about the quality that they do have. So maybe it's only because we're in the team at the moment. Of course, 89 rated, that does help. Or maybe it is just the other players as well, just kind of climbing their level up now that they are in the Prem. But I don't think they'll go down this year, even if we are to leave in January. So, yeah, fair play to us, 2-2. Oh, it's poor from Willian. He's giving it straight to Buendia. Now Pukki. Pukki to Buendia. Buendia looking for a way through, but his pass is straight into Hernandez. Final score here at Stamford Bridge. It's Chelsea 2, Norwich 2. Kovacic's magnificent effort, deserving the 3 points. It was cancelled out, though, after we hit home for Norwich's second. Not quite as easy on the eye as Kovacic's goal. But as long as it goes in, who cares? And to end off the day, it's a point away from Stamford Bridge, which is a fantastic result. But apparently I had 6 shots there. I can't remember having 6 shots. But anyways, let's see what that means for Norwich's table in the... Well, Norwich position in the Premier League table, I should say. That leaves Norwich in 8th place so far after 9 games have been played. Everton with a game in hand can climb themselves back up into 2nd. But yeah, 8th place, not a bad little position to be in at all. I'm assuming we'll probably play like 18, 19 of the games here for them this year. So that should be enough for us to help them stay in the Premier League. And like I mentioned earlier, hopefully when I do go to Atletico in the January, the table will continue to update. Because sometimes when you do leave halfway through, it'll stop at wherever you leave it. And then it won't play any more games. So that's one thing that really frustrates me about the career modes in FIFA. But hopefully that doesn't happen here. For us today, though, we've gone to 89 rated. I mentioned it earlier, 1 away from that 90 rated stage now as well. Excellent form. There is confirmation that we join Atletico once the window opens. So yeah, hopefully you're excited for that to come. And not only have we turned down Barca, we've joined one of their rivals as well. So not sure how that'll go down with you guys who were very, very upset with me for not accepting some of the offers on the table last time out. But nevertheless, a massive thank you for watching today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, a massive thank you as well for all of the support on the channel. If you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. And until next time, have a great day, have a great evening, and I'll see you all again with another video very, very soon. Until then, adios!